So let's dive into a very practical and a quick fix for your sales systems in the business. The first kind of sales system that every business must have is the quick sales system. It actually enables you to have a flawless execution of low price ticket selling products or services. Any products or services that you consider, whether it be consulting, education, training, coaching, your e-commerce products or your digital products, anything that's available in the market, including physical products as well, like in restaurants, in cafes that have QSRs, it's very easy for people to have a quick sales system. And this is something that you must have if you have a low price point selling mechanism in your services. Like if you have any of your services at low price, this system would really work. Now, in order to set up the system, there are a few things that you need to take care of. One, you need to have a digital interface. Now, this digital interface in the form of a website, maybe a display section over your restaurant or something, allows the people to actually make their own choices, right? Because these are low priced products, we don't want your sales team to get busy selling these by one on one conversations. It is not actually required. Most of the times I have seen people even selling 500 rupee consultations via one on one call. Now that doesn't do justice to your process. Then you need to have a fine lead mechanism and a good sales funnel that we fixed in the first part of this course. So please understand that if you have a good sales funnel, the only thing that you will need right now to start with a quick sales system is a digital interface where people can start making their own decisions. Now, this digital interface must be capable of selection and buying process. What do we mean by selection and buying process? Well, as a customer, when I land up to this digital interface, I should be able to make my decision of selecting and paying. Now, thanks to the transformation or the digital transformation that we have had in payments, it's very easy and quick to make payments online. And this is why this whole system is actually so much successful. When we talk about making passive income, or when we talk about making income via selling products online, this system really works. So have the system in your business if you have a low price product, first thing. And second thing, if you are selling something where people can take their own decisions, this system also works if you have a variety of service or products to offer. If you have a lot of variety, okay, for example, if I'm selling coffee, okay, in a cafe, I have a lot of variety. I might have americano, latte, I might have cappuccino. All these variants of coffee are someone's personal choice to order, right? And I don't need to influence someone's personal choice till the time they don't ask me. If they come and ask me what's best, it's my duty to give them the best. But if they don't ask me, there is no need to converse. The only thing that you need to have is a digital interface that is capable of selection and buying. This is a simple process, or the simplest sales system that any business can have, ideal for low priced products, and if you have variety of items to sell which are under similar category. So now, diving deep into sales system, not every business has a quick sales system. Why? Because it's not ideally required every time, right? So if you don't need a quick sales system, what is it that the next thing do you need? The next thing that you need is to create a sales system for premium services. Any premium category services that you have, starting from 25,000 to 1 lakh to 5 lakh, needs a proper sales system in place, which means your sales system must enhance your sales mechanisms or must enhance your conversions at the end of the day. If you have premium services to sell that range between 25,000 to 1 lakh, 3 lakh and 5 lakh, you actually need to have a system, because it's no more the point of making sales feasible only for you or only for one of the members of the sales team. Rather, it's a phenomenon, or it's a system that needs to be followed throughout your business, that every sales team member should follow. So in order to make a common process for everyone, we must have a sales system. Now, the problem with most of the businesses is most of the businesses don't have a sales system. Instead, they have n number of representatives who are managing sales, and every representative has a different way of handling sales. Some of them are able to make good sales figures and meet the targets, while some of them are not capable enough, or they don't understand how the particular selling framework works. So, in order to get the right framework for your own business, creating a system is important. नाउ क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि इस सिस्टम को क्रिएट करना कैसे है. How do we create a sales system that starts working for our own business? So this is going to be more kind of a customized thing for all of you, because whatever steps I'm going to tell you, those steps will need further customization to create a proper system for your business, as it would depend a lot on what kind of pricing products that you have or services that you have. It also depends on what frequency your clients pay you, etc. It also depends on what kind or what category of clients do you bring in for your business. So a lot of it is going to be customized, but we will just try to cover the whole system one by one, so that we are able to create the foundational blocks. You're free to add the details as per your business. The space is aptly provided in the workbook that you have. Let's go ahead with the sales system. The first thing that we do, or the first step that we take in this process, is to acquire lead. As soon as the lead comes into your system, okay, you are supposed to start nurturing, nurturing the lead. So what happens is, the nurturing sequences are different for different people. Some of the businesses want to nurture the business in the form of WhatsApp messages. Some of them wants to make a call. Some of them wants to make email sequences. As I said, it's all dependent on what you want to do, right? And even acquiring lead and how do you qualify lead is in itself a personalized process. Some of the people qualify leads based on the buying capacity of a low price product. So they will offer you a low price product. If you buy, you qualify. That's the way of qualifying. Second, some of them have call qualifiers, where you call your leads and then you qualify whether this is the right person for me to start talking ahead or not. Then there are also something called as scoring mechanisms that we are going to understand in the coming part of the series. But then at the same time, the most important thing that we need to understand is whatever leads that we are acquiring in step 1 have to be qualified. Without qualification, you are not going to move ahead with the sales process. Okay. Now, once you know that a qualified lead has entered into the system, you can also use a CRM for this process. And the next thing that you're going to do is have a welcome sequence. A welcome sequence is a sequence of emails or WhatsApp or calls that could range between 3 to 5 in number, so that you start talking or start telling about the services that you offer. Now, these kind of things are not generally done like I'll go and I'll say, hey, I am a website design company, we design websites, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to be salesy, you don't have to be cheap. When it comes to helping people to understand, build the conversation from the point where they have come from. There would be a source from where the lead has come. So the system actually needs to work in such a manner that you start sending welcoming sequences to the leads that have come in. There'll always be a source from where these leads have come in, right? It might be FB ads, it might be a digital ad that you have run on any of the platforms, it might be organic as well, it might be referral. Whatever be the source, depending on the source, the conversation in the welcome sequence should start. This all is actually managed via a CRM. So if you have to actually build a sales system for your premium products or premium services, you need to compulsorily have a CRM in your business, even if you have as low as 100 leads in your bucket right now. This process is important because if you don't have a CRM, you're not able to set up a system. If you don't have a system, you choose different sales mechanisms every single time, as a result of which you waste time in closing the leads. So if you want to save time and do more conversions and dominate your sales processes, you need to have a system. And if CRM enables you to put up a system in place, then there should be no doubt in having a CRM. Initially, there are many free CRMs that are available already, or there are many CRMs that are available at a low cost, as low as 1000 to 1500 rupees per month, which is so cheap that you can easily afford that, right? So go for a CRM that works for your own business and start initiating the sales system. So when you have a welcome sequence of emails or messages or calls, you know the response rate of that particular lead, right? That also gets tracked in the system itself. Now, once you know the response rate of the lead, you start scoring them. Okay, now how is this done? Again, your dear friendly CRM will help you to score your leads depending on the responses that your lead has given on the WhatsApp campaign or on the email campaign or on the call campaign. Depends how much your CRM can track. This system is a good system if you study and then bring a CRM in place, because then you will be already knowing what kind of a CRM do I want. Okay, so it becomes more convenient for you to choose the right CRM once you have studied the whole process, so that you know the CRM would fit for this process or not. Now, the scoring mechanism is normally a mechanism that is given or that is used for leads, where we score the leads based on the actions that they have taken. Now, maybe out of the 5 emails that you sent, they opened only 3. Okay, they clicked link on 1. So, according to the combinations, they get a score. Now, the score could be of 60, the score could be of 50, the score could be even 10 or 20 if they are not responding, right? So that way you get the next task done, and from here actually the sales process starts. So once you score the leads, based on the scoring, the leads get converted into hot, warm and cold. Cold leads are the leads who have not been responding to your welcome sequence. As simple as ever, right? It could be 0 to 10% of response. You move ahead of 10%, you move to the bar of 20 to 50%, you will come under warm lead. Warm leads are the leads where they are responding, but that's slow or less response, right? Once you move ahead of 50% of response, which is an ideal response rate for any of the interested lead, you move that lead into hot category. So the next part that you need to see in your systems is that once your scoring mechanism crosses a certain level, your CRM starts allotting tasks to the sales team. Now, what do we mean by allotting tasks to the sales team? Well, this could be simple tasks like send an email, make a call, or send a message. Now, these tasks are already enlisted in the CRM softwares today. In fact, let me tell you, I have a CRM software that makes automatic AI calls to the person whom we want to pitch. That means my salesperson and my lead gets automatically connected at one particular point, and no one has to remind them of when they have to come on the calls. So this way your system becomes much and more robust, and it becomes much and more efficient in order to give you the conversions at the last. But here we have two more important elements that I am going to list down. The fifth element is the call track record. Again, a very, very important element, because if you have to close conversations, you really need to understand where are you coming from. What were the conversations between one salesperson and the client? what happened during the second conversation, what went wrong in the third conversation. In order to identify all of this, you must have a call track record of every call that is made, whether it be a phone call or whether it be a video call. And the last part of setting up the system is the follow ups. Now, the speciality of these follow ups is that these follow ups must not be manual, but they must be automated. They must be on automation. The reason why we need follow ups on automation is because you feel sometimes weird of troubling people with follow ups. This is a conversation that I have had with a lot of sales team members when I go for corporate trainings. And there, when we train the sales team, most of the times the sales team members come back and say, hey, it feels awkward to go and follow up every single day. How do we do that? Well, actually, you don't need to go in person and follow up for everything. You have today systems like emails, WhatsApp messages, even call systems that allow you to make follow ups that feel like automated follow ups. Your client doesn't feels bad. Your client doesn't feels bad. They kind of remember you over the last conversation that happened. And the most important thing is they respond as per their will. Yes, you can design follow-up systems where the clients respond as per their will. What I'll be doing here now is I'll be helping you with another bonus document that will help you understand how you can create follow-up sequences that goes on automation, where your client doesn't feel strapped, but they feel that something good is happening to them. They start feeling that this reminder is a good reminder and it's not a forceful sales reminder. So just go to the bonus section and take the download of the ebook where we are talking about automated follow-ups for you guys, and then you can definitely fix up the conversations in the same manner where your client doesn't feel you as a salesperson, but they feel that you really care about giving the service. This closes down the sales system and how you should actually structure the sales system for premium services. But building this system could be an integrate part. Now, building systems is different for different industries and for different kinds of clienteles, because we really don't know who are your clienteles right now. If you need a personalized structure, strategy calls is the right way to do that. What you can do is, as soon as you move out of this course framework, in the same community page, you will find a call named strategy call that allows you to book a call at your own convenience. You can just book the strategy call for yourself, come over and talk about any of the problems that you have in setting up a sales system for yourself. I'll see you in the next video where we are going to talk about 5 different sales systems that can actually make your sales easier.